Asif. I hope that you all are fine. Let's continue our second chapter, that is microorganism, friend and foe. In the previous classes we have learned about what are microorganisms, how they are beneficial, how they are harmful for us, and we have studied about bacteria, viruses. Today we are going to learn about the third category, that are classified microorganism are protozoa. What we are going to learn about the protozoa. Our third topic, protozoa. Protozoa are single-celled microorganisms which are classified as animal. Again, they all are single-celled microorganism, means unicellular, and they are classified as animal. Protozoa are animals like just as algae are plant. Protozoa are animal just like algae is known as algae comes in the plant category and protozoa comes in the animal category. Protozoa are found mainly in ponds, lakes and dirty drain water, rivers, sea water and dump water. Some common examples of protozoas are amoeba, paramecium, entamoeba and plasmodium. These are the example of protozoa. What they are? Amoeba, you have heard about amoeba, that is a single cell microorganism, and for its reproduction what happen, it's their nucleus get split and divide into two. So the example of protozoa are amoeba, paramecium. Paramecium, you can see here, it is given in your book also. Its shape is just like a slipper that you wear in your foot. The shape of paramecium is like that only. So paramecium, entamoeba and plasmodium, these are the few examples of protozoa. A few protozoa are shown in figure. Many protozoa are parasite. What are parasite? What do you think? What are parasite? Parasites are plant or animal that live inside other animal or host plant and feed on their food on that plant, that are known as parasites. So a few protozoa shown in the figure. Many protozoas are parasite and causes disease also. Protozoa are parasite means they depend on the other living organism for their food and causes disease also. And which type of disease they cause? Disease like dysentery and malaria are caused by protozoa. Which type of disease? Disease like dysentery, in which loose motion get on, and malaria, these are caused by the protozoa. For example, entamoeba is a protozoan which causes disease known as amoebic dysentery. Entamoeba is a protozoan which causes a disease known as amoebic dysentery. Understood? Entamoeba is a protozoan, means it is a name of the protozoan, entamoeba, and it causes a disease which is known as amoebic dysentery. And plasmodium is a protozoa which causes disease called malaria in humans. Just now we have known about the dysentery disease which is caused by entamoeba, known as amoebic dysentery, and plasmodium is a protozoa which causes disease called malaria in humans. Plasmodium is commonly known as malaria parasite, means plasmodium is commonly known as malaria parasite. It means that it causes malaria, that's why it's known as malaria parasite. Now our next topic is algae. What is algae? I want to tell you something about algae before we go through this in the book. Algae is a type of plant which have many color like green, brown, blue. It contains these three color mostly, and it grow in the moist place where they do not get enough sunlight. And algae prepare their own food as same as plant prepare. It contains chlorophyll also, but the main difference between the plant and the algae is plant have roots, branches, stem, but algae do not have these. Means algae do not have stem, roots and branches, leaves, etc. Now this is the short introduction I know about the algae that want to tell you. Let's go through it. We know more about algae in this para. Algae is a large group of simple plant-like organism. It is also simple plant-like organism. They contain chlorophyll and produce food by the process of photosynthesis. Just now I've told you just like as plant. Algae, however, differ from plant because they do not have proper root, stems and leaves. They do not have proper root or stem and leaf. Some of the example of algae are the example of algae some are given Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. The two given Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra. Blue-green algae, diatoms and seaweeds. Only some of the algae are unicellular. Some algae are unicellular also, and some are multicellular. In unicellular it's given blue-green algae, that is diatom and seaweeds. Most of the algae are multicellular also. For example, Chlamydomonas and diatom are single cell algae. Chlamydomonas and diatom are the single cell algae, whereas blue-green algae like Spirogyra are multicellular. Blue-green and Spirogyra are multicellular algae, whereas Chlamydomonas and diatom are single cell algae. The blue-green algae, which is unicellular, have the ability to fix nitrogen gas of atmosphere. Means they, like as you have learned about the rhizobium bacteria in leguminous plant, algae also, blue-green algae also have the ability to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compound. Understood? This is about the algae. Now next topic is fungi. What is our next topic? Fungi. Today I am going to give you a brief description about fungi, short description, and we will continue in detail in the next class, class 8. Fungi also look like as a plant, but actually they are not a plant because they do not have chlorophyll and do not able to produce their own food. And some example of fungi, like you have seen sometimes on your bread, a white fungus grown, that is a type of fungi only. Yeast, mold is that fungi that grown on your breads. Some fungi are good for us and some are bad for us. That we will learn in next class in the fungi detail. That's all for today. Revise till algae, about the parasite also, Chlamydomonas, some hard word you have that name, so please carefully go through it. Do a thorough revision of explanation class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.